Hello. I figured I would give a little update on my weather radio thing. 'Cause obviously, this guy right here has been the only one that's been in since December. I have no plans of really changing that unless there's like a big severe weather chance. But I figured I would give an update on like where everything is. And there's been a couple of new ones, and there's another new one that's not here yet. But obviously, let's get into her here. There are a bunch that are in another room. I'm not going to get into those. I don't feel like going across to another room to explain a bunch of stuff in a bag. But here's the WRP50, of course. Down here is the WR8000, which this had been gone for over a year until the day before New Year's Eve. Just this past one, that is. When I found it in my camera bag for whatever reason. So I found it when I was trying to look for the charger in my camera, which I eventually successfully did. But that's weird. I don't know why that was in there. That's a summary of Josh Berry's career at SHR. Anyways, here is my CKW 2000. That's been there for a long while, actually since my last big setup. That went down there after I replaced my entire setup from the summer. Over here, not much has changed up here other than my new 74-250 camp here. I need to get that antenna cover eventually replaced. Yeah, there's the C1 and 258. C2's back there, Leon's back for whatever reason, don't ask me. 1630B's right there. 153 and 105XL have been there for a very long time, other than when the 153 was used briefly for the sound off and I went back there. Here's the new guy, UC438. Most of my Etons are over here. There's the FR600 down there, ESP2100. Back there is the FR370, and then there's the FRX5. Those two, the FR600 and the FRX5 should return soon. All the radios that were up in this bin are now in the bag in the other room because I needed space. Down in here is a lot of radios like usual. There's the WR196. The White Westinghouse is there. I think there's a problem with its tuner. I'll have to have that checked out eventually. There's the WX200. There's probably some more in there. I'm not digging them out though. It's not the point of this. We get into here. I want to move this guitar case a little bit over. Up in here's a couple. There's the W1000, which unfortunately, that was done during shipping, so this radio is retired until I can eventually get a screen to replace it, which that's going to be a long time because that's frickin' soldered. And this little area of buttons right here, these ones here where like the weather alert and test are, those are hooked to the shell. So that's great. There's the Cobra 50 WXST back there. Not really much special about it. There's one of my 100s. That's a 1004. So that's my original version 5, the one with the blue backlight. That was actually my first radio I've had in my collection. Down here, this hasn't changed much. There's a WX67, 996, WR106 is back there. 248's right there. There's the RWB 6806 DT. That can't get good enough reception here, so I'm not planning on using that. Back there is another one of my 100s. That is probably the version 2, because the antenna looks just fine. So yeah, there's that. I come over here. In this top drawer, there's the 140, 2003 261. The Capello's back there. That's the 262 in the back. There's the VCWA back there. think that's the 251 right in front of the 262. Don't quote me on that. There's the WX100, and below it's the 13-907. There's nothing in that. It's just a bunch of stuff I'm planning to sell. And there's nothing in that. Well, there's all that. The rest is all in the other bag, or it's one of the retired radios and my JP150. I don't know where that's at. But the rest of it's at my mom's. I'm pretty certain that JP150 has to be there because I have looked everywhere here and have not found it. But, so, yeah. I do have another new radio coming, because if you remember my 7S4845A, my original one had a almost dead speaker. It barely lived. It was very quiet. I am getting a new one. Hopefully its speaker's fine. It should be fine. So, yeah. I think that is all that is in here. Just a little update on everything. Oh, yeah, there's the 12-181. Also just realized, I also have a, another new one somewhere. Oh. Okay, it's down here, so I didn't really have much elsewhere to put it. Here's a Midland ER102. I haven't really featured it yet, because I haven't been home for really anything. Actually, I was here, I think, for one RWT, possibly. But I think I forgot about it. And by the time I remembered about it, my WRP50 was already going off, so I just junked it. So I couldn't try this out. I think there's an issue with the power port, though, because I have to have it at a very specific position for it to actually work. So I have to figure that out at some point. Yeah, there's that. Is there anything else up there of interest? Well, there's clocks, if you care about that. Yeah, no other things of this topic up there. So I think that's it. Oh, wait. The AJ3440, after the alarm tests, when I finally cleaned up stuff, is in one of these, is probably in that bottom bin down there. Don't quote me on that. If not, well, I don't know. That's beyond me, nor do I care to bring it out right now. But, yeah. I think that's it. Goodbye.